Okay, so this is going to be the second day with little Miss Izzy here, the mini Australian Shepherd. We're going to work a bit more on her leash work, and later on I'm going to start working on her confidence stuff. It's a little windy today, so I didn't want to take her out anywhere. She doesn't really like the wind anyway, it seems like. But I'm going to wait until it's a little calmer outside, and we'll start doing some environmental training and work on her confidence and all that good stuff. But for right now, we're just going to work on her leash work. Got some treats out today that I'm going to be using. Some hot dogs. Stick a few of these in my pocket. Get to work. Today we're going to start learning about pressure, and also I'm gonna make the pressure into a positive thing, because she doesn't like it. She doesn't like that pressure. So when she responds the way that I want her to respond to, and she comes to me and walks decent, I'm gonna give her one of these hot dogs. Ready? Ah. Good? Yeah. Now she's gonna follow me. Alright, hey. You gotta stay behind me. Now you're gonna follow me, aren't you? I'm gonna start doing circles with her now. That way every time she goes in front of me, I'm just gonna turn into her. And then that'll kind of make her be like, oh, I gotta pay attention to what this guy's doing. I gotta stay behind him. That's the safest place for me. She's not allowed to hang back either, because I'm just gonna tug on her. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make the most comfortable spot for her be right next to me. And everything else is going to be uncomfortable. So right next to me, that's where you're not going to get toes, you're not going to get walked into, and you're going to get treats. That's where the good things happen, right next to me. That's the psychology of it. So it's a little bit of training, and it's about 90% manipulation. I tugged on her, she kind of responded negatively. Oh, there she got next to me. Good dog. Hey. Good. She's looking right at me, so that's good. Hey, no. Good. And I am trying to kind of motivate her with the smooches, because I'd like to not have to use the corrections if I don't have to. I would like this to be as a positive experience as I can for her. But she also needs to know that she needs to respond to this pressure, and she needs to do what I told her to do. Good. So right now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay right here, sit. Hey, sit. She got up because I moved right there. She doesn't understand that just because I moved that she doesn't get to move yet. So I'm not gonna get after her for that. She just doesn't know any better. Sit. I will get after her for that though. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just kind of put a little bit of pressure on her. And if I have to jerk her a little bit, I will, but I can already tell that I'm probably not going to have to. And then whenever she responds and she comes to me, I'm going to say her name right as she does that. I'm going to say, Izzy, here. And then right as she does it, she comes to me, bam, treat. And then that's gonna be a really good exercise for her. Izzy. Good girl. Izzy, here. See, now she's already, Here we go. Patient. She's already starting to respond really, really good to this. And you see how that fear and those nerves, it's melted away. She's working. She's in a working state of mind. She's doing what she's bred to do. Work. Izzy, here. Yes. See, these little Aussies. That was literally, this is the first time I've done this. And 2 seconds in, she's already responding perfectly. Izzy, here. Good. Don't jump, don't jump. No. No. Good. And you will notice, if you watch that video of that little border collie puppy I did, you will notice that she's going to do a little bit better than he did. And that's not because she's any smarter. He was just a puppy. So he's just going to be a little bit more impulsive. And plus, he was a male. She's a female. I always find that the females are easier to deal with. So you will see that she's gonna progress a little bit faster than he did. Just because she's a little bit older, she's more mature, and she's female. Here's closer. Good. Pretty soon I'll start throwing in the word front, and we'll get that front command. But for right now, I just want her to respond to her name with the pressure if I need it. So I'm gonna see. I'm not even gonna say anything this time. I'm just gonna see what she does. Yes, good dog. She's smart, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, good girl, Izzy. Good girl, Izzy. Yes, you're smart. Yes, hey. I'm gonna keep her back with body language so that she doesn't circle me again. And then I'm gonna do that leash thing again. She doesn't know stay. So I gotta do it this way. Nope. No. No. Right here. No. Here I'm gonna do the pressure. Yes, good girl. She's already going to my heel too. She just did that naturally, so I'm gonna give her 2 treats for that. Just to reinforce. She doesn't even know what I'm reinforcing. I'm just getting it into her subconscious. I need to grab more treats. My coat's gonna, my sweatshirt's gonna smell like hot dogs. That's okay. All that does is make the dogs focus on me more. Nothing wrong with that. Not in this business anyway. Oh, I like that behavior. I'm gonna give her a treat for that. So she sat there politely and looked right at me. I didn't even tell her to do that, but I'm gonna reinforce it anyway, because I like it. You wanna try a heel? She doesn't know heel, so I'm just gonna coax her into it with this hot dog. Heel. Walk forward to get her in the position. Bam, it's good. Get her back into the front position. Right here. Good. Heel. Good. Make her sit. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Right here. Heel. I'm going to sidestep into her just until she gets into the position that I want to sit. Sit. Is. Sit. Good. That's what I want. Good girl. I'm not going to work on that too much. Right now, I'm just worried about the pressure. I didn't get a video of it. It's probably a good thing I didn't, because people would probably get the wrong impression. But I hooked her, usually what I do with these dogs that don't understand the pressure, I'll hook them up to the fence out there on like a 3-foot chain, 3-foot little chain. And then they'll tug on that for a little while until they get used to it, and eventually they'll just like either sit down or lay down and take a nap. And that just kind of teaches them about pressure, and I'll leave them on that for about 3 or 4 hours, and then let them off occasionally and give them a drink of water and whatnot, depending on the weather that day. But whenever I hooked her to this, she got to the end of that leash and immediately freaked out like nothing I had ever seen before. Just screaming her head off, and it looked like it sounded like a rabbit in distress is what it sounded like. And she wasn't even getting hurt. It just freaked her out. She just didn't understand that she just didn't understand why she couldn't get away. And she was flopping around and everything, like she was flopping around like she just got hit by a car or something. But she wasn't getting hurt at all. She just was being dramatic, and she only did that for about 10 seconds, and then she calmed down. She kind of figured it out. But I think a lot of that is why she's responding so well to the pressure today. She just figured out that, oh, this isn't going to kill me. It's not that bad. And plus now she's getting treats for responding to it, so she's like, I guess it ain't so bad, right? Gosh, she does not want to look me in the eye. She keeps avoiding me. I walk anywhere near and she gets out of the way. That's not a bad thing though, but it is an avoidance thing. So she's not doing that out of respect. She's doing that because she's a little bit afraid of me. I would rather her want to do it out of respect, just get out of my way, just like she'd do with a normal older dog, your alpha dog, or a dog that's more dominant than her anyway. But she's doing it because she's avoiding. She doesn't like that pressure. So I do need her to respond to pressure, like body language pressure and leash pressure, any kind of pressure. But the way that she's responding right now is slightly negative, slightly, not too bad, but slightly. So that's where that confidence training is going to come in. So a lot of times I'll do all these certain training exercises that will help certain other things down the road, and I could sit here and explain to you how this one thing that doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the other can help that other thing, but that would take me about 3 hours. It's all this dog psychology, behavior stuff, and just stuff that if you haven't studied it for at least 3 years, you're not going to understand it. It's some complicated stuff. And it's stuff that I've been doing for like years, and I just learned about it recently. Like a few years ago, I just learned about it. And I learned what I was doing, but I had already been doing it, and I just didn't realize it. All I knew was, I knew this is what works, so this is what I'm gonna keep doing. I didn't understand the psychology behind it. All I knew was it works, and so that's why I kept doing it. And now I understand the psychology of it, and it makes me feel like I'm more in tune with my profession. Oh my goodness, you're so smart. And I like to think that understanding it has made me a better dog trainer. I don't know about that though. I think it does. I guess you'd have to be looking in from the outside to really tell if it's made me any better or not. I don't log a lot of this stuff in my memory, so I don't, like, a lot of this stuff that I've learned over the years, to me it's like I've known it, because I've been doing this for almost a decade, 8.5 years or something like that. So for me it's like I've known it my whole life. I haven't, but that's what it feels like. So a lot of times I don't know when I've progressed. all I know is I'm good at this. Like I went back on these Facebook videos down. Hey, no. Down. Nope. Down. Nope. Hey, down. You got it. You can do it. You want that treat or not? Good down. I went back on these videos years and years back, and it's like, holy shit, I was so bad back then, or I perceived that I was bad back then. But I mean, people still brought dogs to me, and I still got praised, and they're like, oh, you're so good at this, you're so good at this, blah blah blah. And I look back now, and I'm like, I don't know if I was any good at this. I knew more than other people did, but I don't know if I was any good at it. I don't even know if I'm any good at it now. I just know that I know a lot about it. Yeah. You want to try it down again? I'm going to get back to the dog training. I was kind of rambling off there. Hey. I don't like that avoidance behavior. Hey, you're too nervous. Down? Yeah, spit down. Good girl, you're so smart. Down. Yes. Down. Yes. I know it. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you're already getting more confident. Yeah, sit. Sit. I'm gonna hold her like this, and I'm gonna walk into her to try to bring her into that sit, because I think that she'll do it. Some dogs won't do it like that. Sometimes you gotta coax them into it with some other method, but I think if I hold her in front of me, this particular dog, I think if I hold her up like this and don't allow her to back up, I think she'll sit. Yep, she did. Good girl. That's a good dog. One more time. Hey, hey, hey. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. You're so smart. You do a heel again. Now again, she doesn't know a lot of the stuff that I've been doing. I've just been using her own psychology against her, and the treats and the pressure and all that, all kind of tied into one thing. And then all I'm doing is I'm just throwing in commands here and there, just to kind of get it in her subconscious, and eventually, by like 2 or 3 days, maybe next week or something, she'll start hearing these commands, and she'll associate it with the things that we were doing before, the actions that we were doing before, and she's like, hey, I heard him say this weird sound, that I heard, and then whenever I did this certain behavior, whenever he coaxed me into this certain behavior, I got a treat. So why not, when I just hear this weird sound that he makes, why not just do the behavior and see what happens? That's kind of the psychology behind that whole thing. Heel. Heel. Walk in front. Get her in position. Perfect. Good dog. Can we do this? Heel. Heel. I don't like that. Heel. 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 Not bad. That wasn't bad. Anyway, I think this video is running a little bit too long right now. So I'm gonna give her a bonus, and I'm gonna break her. Hey, okay. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna pop off here and get to working with her on a more personal level. That way I'm not on video and I gotta keep doing commentary and all this. But anyway, y'all enjoyed it. We're going to get back to training. Everybody have a good day.